Good morning, my beautiful soul family. I've seen that quite a few of you are struggling today, and I just want to share my heart on that. Yes, we have moments of bliss, and we have moments of sadness, which is the reality in the world that we see with our two physical eyes. It's the dimension of duality. It's no coincidence that we have two eyes, dual vision. And there is nothing wrong with you feeling blissfully exhilarated and excited and feeling deeply, deeply sad. That is the nature of the that is the nature of the world we have birthed into. And there's nothing wrong with feeling that, but it's not very pleasant. I'm here to tell you that the human life is no cakewalk. It's probably the most difficult school we came to master our emotions. Another friend was talking about being in the world but not of the world, and I made this comment, this remark, that it is instinctively, innately natural to navigate, judge, and discern this landscape via our five senses. That's what we call the three-dimensional reality. And being in the world is to experience this dimension through just the five senses. But we're not here, we don't have to just experience this world through the five senses. We can experience it from the higher vantage point of the sixth sense, which the religious name for that would be through the Christ mind, through the awareness of a higher consciousness and dimension. You take a higher view outside of the five senses, and you take a neutral view, a 0-point view, and it requires that basically you don't care about every little detail of what happens. You don't take it personal. You don't attach to it. And in the non-attachment and just being in observer mode, we can master our emotions. Yes, that might look like we are, in a sense, the ego would call it robotic, because the ego is under threat here of being neutralized, and the ego doesn't like it. But it is almost like walking through life blindfolded and with earplugs in your ears, and you're not paying attention to all the details. As they say, the devil is in the details. And just allow this life to happen. without drawing conclusions, without personalizing it. We're just passing through here as observers. This is not our home, and I'm still on the fence of whether Earth is ever intentioned to be our home. I don't know. We may just be passing through, and as we are awakening to the in the world but not of it, because we can't ever be off the world, because that's not our true nature. But we're in it to experience it for a time. And when we awaken, there is no point and need to experience this again and again in a higher state. I don't know, that's where I'm at right now. I can't say either way, but I feel like I really want a break from this earth life after I leave my avatar. I don't know if I want to come back again to this, because in a sense I know everything. I know how this life is. I know what all can be done in this life, and I have done it all already. That's not something I want to be doing eternally. So anyways, that's just where I'm at with it. And maybe it is an individualized wish. Some people want to come back here to keep living earth life, and others don't. And maybe we get our individualized wish and desire. So anyways, kind of got a little off track here. But it is, yeah, it's not easy to be human. And you will not always feel blissful. You can't. You cannot defy. If you're trying to play the game in Earth, in this world, if you try to play the game, even if you try to play the bliss game and you get everything your heart might desire or your ego might desire, and you are successful and you have the fancy cars and the fancy houses and the millions in your bank account, I bet you there's still something that you're missing. There's still something in you that says, I am not at home here. And that is your soul. And your soul will never feel at home here. Because you are not from here. You came from the divine realm. And to experience this temporarily. And I just want to say, if you're feeling ungrateful or sad today and want to go home, tired of this life, that's okay. That's normal to feel that way, because if you weren't feeling that way, then I would wonder, there might be something wrong with you. But your soul is not from here, and that's why you will never feel at home in this world. I hope. I send you much love today. The sadness will pass. Life happens in wave form, up and down and up and down. And as you manage to stay non-attached, to not give everything so much importance, you'll find that it will maybe ease off a little bit. So, I love you. I feel you. And I know what you're going through. And I hope that I'm able to encourage you a little bit today. And tomorrow it'll look different. Tomorrow will change.